A new federal law signed by President Trump is designed to protect Americans from those annoying robocalls. Scammers could now be charged up to $10,000 a call.
But many are wondering if this law will actually prevent the calls from coming in. Western Mass News reporter Alyssa McCann is getting
answers. Phone
answers.
call from an unknown number asking for your private information is not only annoying, it's illegal. And a new law called the Traced Act, signed by President Trump, could potentially help Americans combat robocalls and ID spoofing.
The purpose of the new law is to actually put mechanisms in place that can punish people who are violating the law and on a criminal basis sending out these robocalls.
Tech expert Stan Prager tells Western Mass News the big takeaway is the new law will require phone companies to prevent those robocalls from ever connecting with their customers. In addition, the Federal Communications Commission is also required to step up and warn callers when they are receiving a spoofed call.
That's probably the most important part of the bill, as far as from an enforcement standpoint, is that you're going to have the phone companies such as Verizon can now actually use technology that's in place to kind of mass block these calls.
Stan Prager at Go Geek says,
"This law is headed in the right direction, but it will still be difficult to identify the callers."
The calls are usually cloned. By cloning, I mean that it's using a telephone number that appears on your phone, which it's not coming from.
And even with this law in effect, Prager says criminals are going to continue to commit crimes despite the larger fines.
If you're a criminal and you have a way of making money out of something, you're going to go out of your way to do this.
So, are there ways to protect yourself?
If you have the time, if you want to invest the time to do this, when they call you, you can press a button to speak to a representative on that line. If you want to follow up on this, you could do that. If you speak to a representative, you could then potentially identify who it is.
For Western Mass News, I'm Alyssa McCann.